Good morning, and welcome to InTouch, a public affairs show dedicated to the health and welfare of Susquehanna Valley residents. At this time on Sunday mornings, we sit down with representatives from various community organizations looking to make a difference in the lives of others. Today is a special program because I went on location to meet the people who work to make summer fun for Lycoming County kids during the Summer Alive program. Summer Alive is a nonprofit summer day camp which takes place Monday through Thursday from about 8:45 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. in Montgomery Park at 119 First Street in Montgomery, PA. Local children can come and play at the park and have breakfast and lunch under the supervision of local adult volunteers and staff. Let's go over to the park and meet Luanne Potter.
I'm the executive director. I'm the founder of Project Coffeehouse.
She took over and cared for what was known then as Project Coffeehouse. Luanne gives us the history that turned that seed into what's grown into Summer Alive several years ago. Tell us about the history of Project Coffeehouse, Luanne.
Well, Project Coffeehouse started in 2003 in Lock Haven. There was a problem with the heroin problem in town. They had a bust at the arcade, and parents and people in the community were throwing their hands up and saying, what are we going to do about these kids? So I decided, since my children had left the nest, and I needed something to do, and I thought music and food would be a way to get a group of kids together. And so we started in the park in Lock Haven, and it was a big success. There was garage bands back then, so there were lots of kid bands. And we went the whole summer, and by the time it ended, everyone was saying, well, what are we going to do now? And the Y gave us a space. We were there for 2 years. What we really needed was our own space and a storefront, so we finally found a little building and moved into there, and it went for 9 years, and then the building sold, and we couldn't get another building that would rent to us because people were concerned about those kids. And those kids are the kids that we were working with. And so I also had started a CSA, that's Community Supported Agriculture, and I live 45 minutes from Lock Haven, so it was time to close it up. But we kept the nonprofit active, and we had graduated a lot of young people. They were like 18, 19, 20-year-olds now, and so we worked out of the farm, and if they needed a down payment for an apartment or they needed clothes to go to a job interview, those were the kinds of things that we did there, and that went on for quite a while. And so fast forward to now, the Breck Church started a program where they were feeding kids lunch in this park here in Montgomery. And somebody called me up and asked if I would come up with some activities, and so I did that and fell in love with the park. It was like a magical place here.
I think Montgomery generally is a cute little spot.
Yes, it is. So Tickle, my right-hand woman, she was also involved, and we saw an opportunity to help make the program grow larger than it had been. And then Viking Dietrich, the pastor that started the program, was leaving the area, so Tina and I took it over, and it came under the umbrella of Project Coffeehouse. Project Coffeehouse is a nonprofit, and from there it's just grown to what it is, which is now.
Well, what kids do you serve? Just the Montgomery area kids, or what school do they go to here?
Most of the children that are here are from the Montgomery area school district, but we have children that come in from Royer Run, Montoursville, Muncie. It's an open site through the USDA. That means we feed children from anywhere 18 and under down to birth. And then we provide activities for the children in between breakfast and lunch, and those activities are geared toward, say, kindergarten to 7th grade.
What kind of families are you serving?
It's a cross-section of families. We qualify as an open site because 50% of the children in the Montgomery area school district receive free and reduced lunches. And because we are an open site, we can serve children regardless of income. So we have a real cross-section of families that use the program.
Do you just receive grants and help from other organizations, or do you raise the money yourself?
Both. We do fundraising. We just hired a grant writer because we have big dreams and want to get even bigger than what we're doing now. And we take donations from community organizations as well. So it's it's the ongoing figuring out where we can get the money to keep going.
Luanne, would you say you're the hands-on person, like with the games and the kids, and Tina would be a person that does more of like administrative, or do you all do all the work?
Actually, I'm the executive director. I'm the founder of Project Coffeehouse, and so I've been doing this since 2003. We have a board that oversees the nonprofit. Tina is actually our site supervisor, so she's employed through the grant from the USDA. She does all the food. We have 2 cooks that cook our meals over at the Riverside Campground in their restaurant. That's part of their support for us. They allow us to use the kitchen, and Tina does all the administrative work there, and then the board eventually oversees, at the top level of that grant.
Well, how can the people in Tri-Town and this area help you?
Right now, we need volunteers. We need volunteers to come and just keep an eye on the children when they're outside. The park is big, and so that's important, but also just to interact with the children. We're trying to have a cross-section of opportunities for the kids to not just play with kids their own age, but get to know the folks in their community. It can be a community project. The program could run a lot smoother if we had more adults involved in our program.
So you go from now until July 25th. Is the timing because of funding, or is it people being busy at the end of the summer?
Right, not funding. We could go all summer. We have 4 paid staff members that are here every day, but it's really hard to keep volunteers for the whole summer. And also the children are going on vacation, getting ready to go back to school. School starts earlier now. It starts like the last week in August, and so they need a break and need to go shopping for their school clothes and things like that. So we decided that August is our down month, just switching gears and getting ready for next year.
Well, let's meet some kids.
Right. All right, then.
Well, we're going to head over and meet a local mom, Amber Wilt, with a bunch of kids, but not all of them are her own.
I bring my kids and a bunch of kids I babysit, and we have a great time doing crafts, arts, music, eating really good food, home-cooked food, and it is a good time all around.
Have you been a volunteer very long?
This is my 4th year with the program.
Wow, so that means it's something good's happening here.
Absolutely. My daughter was 6 now, and we started when she was 2. This is my daughter, Lily. This is Kylie, Jocelyn, Alexander, Amara, and Emerson.
Well, you guys, tell me what you love here at Summer Alive.
The park.
Well, let's ask Lily.
The arts and crafts.
Did you make something today?
No.
Are you getting ready?
I don't know.
Kylie?
I like the arts and crafts, and I like the playground.
Hi, what's your name?
My name is Kendra.
What school do you go to?
Montgomery Elementary.
What's your name?
Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. Where do you go to school?
Montgomery Elementary School.
I'm making a pool.
A pool?
Yes.
Oh, you're going to swim in it? Because there's enough rain to fill it, I think.
Yes.
Who's this? Who's with you?
Jesse.
And you guys are both going to make a pool?
Yes.
All right. Where's the water going to come from?
And the pool right there.
I love it. So, is this your favorite spot to dig in the dirt?
Yes. I'm just going to make like a ditch so I can put some stuff in it and bury stuff in it. So when I'm done, it will be fun. Harper, Allison now, Lighter Elementary School in Mutworsville.
Do you come to this park all the time, all summer long?
Only when Summer Alive's around.
They are completely new to the program. This will be their first day here.
So if a kid wants to come by and sign up, what's the procedure?
They can go to summeralive.org and sign up, or they can come the day of and fill out a form and sign up that day. They can come as many days as they want.
Monday through Thursday, starting around 8:45, and goes till about 12:30?
Yep.
There are adult volunteers and parents hanging out with the kids all over the park during Summer Alive today. Here's one of the teachers from the school here.
Jolien Deljonathan. I'm a 4th grade teacher at Montgomery Elementary.
What do you see the kids benefiting from by being at Summer Alive?
There are a multitude of benefits. The most important thing is that the kids have free choice to go where they want to go and follow what is making them feel happy and fulfilled for the day. And that might change every 5 minutes. It might change every hour where they get really engaged in something. But whenever they feel that they're done with one thing and wanting to explore something else, they have the freedom to do that. So that free play is so critical at this age that they're not being forced into do something, because once you're forced into doing something, it does not become play anymore.
Right.
So,
Do you come by every day?
I don't come every day. I try to be here at least once a week, but I really strive for 2 days a week.
Well, great. And now I guess you can see some of the kids that are going to be in your class next year.
Yes, yeah, and some former students too. So that's a joy as well, to get to see the little ones once they've left my classroom. So.
Nice.
And this is Polly, who also loves to spend time with the kids.
I'm just a substitute aide, but I've been there for 25 years, and I love every day of it. And I'm hoping to get back in the fall and do a lot of preschool, and I just love kids. So that's why I'm there, and that's why I'm here.
Some people who spend time at Summer Alive are hands-on liaisons between the students, parents, and the school and legal system.
Hi, can you tell me your name and what you do here with the Summer Alive program?
My name's Brianna Fall, and I'm a TSS, so I work with some of the kids here who have services with BSI.
Would you be a person that's called in knowing that these children are here, or are you asked by the parents?
Sometimes we're asked by the school and the families, and we can use these as home and community hours to help the kids be able to come here, because sometimes they're not always allowed if we are not here with them.
Does that have to do with different parts of the, like child services?
Yeah, it's mostly behavioral services. That's what we do.
So it is kind of an interaction between service in the community and helping the kids really grow.
Yeah, I think it's really good for a lot of our kids to come here, because it's kind of unstructured more, and they can choose things that they want to do in an environment where they can be watched still, and it helps them with their peer interactions.
Here's Becky. She helps the kids grow their own fruits and vegetables. What's your capacity here, Becky?
I'm just kind of an all-around volunteer. I help anywhere I see need. I enjoy being in the garden, and I learn a lot there myself.
Tell me about where the garden is and how you work it.
The Burrows allowed us to have quite a nice space. There's now an outdoor kitchen installed, and 2 or 3 plots of vegetables, and there's a butterfly, bee, hummingbird garden.
How do the kids get involved there?
The kids do a little bit of everything. They're taught how to clean and sanitize tools, how to install plants, just general cleanup. They help get the gardens ready to plant this year also. They also harvest from the garden. They picked strawberries the other day and were able to eat them at lunch.
That must make a big difference in eating fruits and vegetables.
Well, sure. And they're Tina had them taste the difference between fresh strawberries and frozen strawberries, or fresh orange juice and frozen orange juice, or bottled juice, so that's been pretty interesting for them too. The parents are able to drop the kids off here, and they're well supervised, and they get opportunity to do 5 or 6 different things during the day.
And they get to meet people and do new experiences.
Sure, yeah.
So we move here from the outside fields into the indoor hall, where there's even more to do for the kids. There are musical activities every day.
My name is Sean Strickland, and I do the music, do keyboard, ukulele, guitar. Right now they're doing karaoke. Just trying music-oriented activities.
Are you here each week, or is this a special day for you?
No, every day. Yeah, all 4 days a week.
And it seems like the kids are loving it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, music's a common language.
Oh, except we made the mistake of I taught them Baby Shark.
I think every kid knows that, right?
Yeah, they all can play it on the keyboard, so like you'll have 4 or 5 times it going on all at once.
And for the kids who like to create, the art program.
My name's Ellie.
Your craft director?
Sure, arts and crafts director is fine, yeah.
What do kids like to do the most?
Yeah, they really like doing chalk art this year, and they love paints, and painting rocks is always a hit. But this is something new we're trying this week. We're upcycling piano keys, and we're turning them into a chandelier, and we're wrapping them in all this ribbon and rickrack, all sorts of fun stuff that was donated to us that we get to use up now, and it'll be really colorful. Using also a bicycle wheel, upcycled there.
I think kids today have a bigger grip of recycling, etc.
Yeah, it's something that's getting reinforced a lot more, I think, now with climate change being so serious.
Ellie wants to introduce me to Bryce, one of the students who really thrives in the art program.
I will.
Okay.
All right.
Bryce, is that your name?
Yes. Great.
So when the first thing you do when you get here to Summer Alive, what do you do?
Eat breakfast, and normally I do. I asked our teacher what we're doing for art.
So today, did you make your piano key thing for the chandelier?
Yes.
How's it look? What's it look like? How'd you do it?
I just put yellow, like peach color, like bead ribbon all around it. Then I put a green bow on it.
Are you going to be an artist when you grow up?
I hope I am.
Now, the food program director is a busy Tina Tickle. And when we finally catch up with her, we find Executive Director Luanne Potter's right-hand woman has the same love for the Summer Alive program and its kids like everyone else here.
Hi, Tina.
How are you?
I'm Freddi Hammer.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I was talking with Luanne about you and what you guys put together here with Project Coffeehouse. And you being the right-hand woman, I'm just like, ooh, tell me all of the things you take care of here.
Okay. So I do the food service for the Summer Alive program. We work under the USDA guidelines to provide the kids a healthy breakfast and lunch. We are going to try to get an award this year through the USDA called Turn Up the Beat. So we've been using an abundance of fresh fruit and vegetables. To date, the kids have probably consumed about 375 pounds of fresh fruit and vegetables. And we are on day 9. So they're eating a lot of fresh stuff. A lot of the reason that we're able to make them eat that is we have a wonderful teen staff who work from breakfast time until lunch creating desserts out of the fresh fruit.
Oh my gosh.
And they're not cooked desserts. They're pulverizing, they're chopping, they're making fruit compotes, they're using the blender to make sorbets, freezing fruits and things like that. And last week I even taught them how to make jelly. So they were using the jelly as a little decorative sauce to put on top of the fruit. So the kids see the teen staffers working on these fruit projects, and then when lunchtime comes, I think they eat them more readily because their friends, the older kids, have made them. Plus, the kids just make delicious recipes. We have 4 boys that love to cook that is my teen staff, but that's pretty much what we do here.
Well, you're helping kids grow and become adults.
It's helping kids understand that there's choices they make every day when they eat, and those choices are going to affect how healthy they are. So a lot of times kids haven't tasted fresh pineapple. We also do taste tests where we'll have them compare the taste of a fresh pineapple to a canned pineapple. Today they're actually making fresh squeezed orange juice. That's one of the favorites of the kids. So in between breakfast and lunch, we have little taste test stations that we set up for the kids to try things as well.
I think any kid that doesn't come to this is missing out.
I think so, too. Not only do we feed them, but we also have 3 hours of activities, art, music, gardening, sports, and we also do some little mini cooking classes sometimes where we get some of the children involved as well. So there's so much here to do. Any kid that doesn't come here is definitely missing out.
And I think you can kind of get creative. Like you get an idea, let's try it next week.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not really structured to any certain thing. When the kids come, they go and play in the areas that they want to play in and choose what they want to do and for how long they want to do it. So it does give them a lot of freedom. So we offer both things for the active kids and also for the quiet kids. We respect anybody's way that they decide they want to have fun.
Well, Tina, great job.
Oh, thank you.
Did you have a food service background before you helped here?
I've been part of the program since it started up, so I've been with the program for 5 years. So I came up with these healthy menu items and the idea of the teen staff. That's something that USDA encourages us to do because, you know, a lot of these children, when they come here, this could be the only hot meal that they have. And Montgomery has a high population of children who get free and reduced lunches. So, you know, we could have children here any day who could get their only hot meal at this site. And when they come in, you know, they're hungry and they're ready to eat. So it's really, as much fun as it is, it's also a very important thing that we do for the community.
How can you win that award? How can anybody help you do that?
I can win the award by using local produce, creating a menu that has an abundance of different colors of fruits and vegetables. Anybody who wants to help can come and volunteer to help with our cleanup. We're always in here many long hours cleaning up after the program. Even if you say, well, I don't really want to work with kids, well, come and help us clean up at noon. Come at noon and help with the cleanup, or come and help with setting up the stuff in the morning, or maybe you just would like to serve. We have volunteers that come that just serve the children a food component. and that's kind of their job, and that's a very important job. Also, anybody who has local produce in their garden that they can't use can donate that local produce to the program. That helps us toward winning our award, because we have to incorporate local produce every week in our menus and tell the children about it and tell them that it's Pennsylvania produce and use it somehow in a way that they enjoy eating it. So people can help definitely by making donations or by just volunteering their time. And we also take monetary donations. They can go to our website, summeralive.org, and make a donation using PayPal and their credit card if they just want to donate. Even $5 or $10 really goes a long ways. My budget is I feed these children for about $1 a day, not including milk, per child. Yeah.
You're following a budget.
A $10 donation goes a long ways, so that's how people can help.
Well, good job, Tina. Thank you so much for everything you do for this community.
Oh, well, it's not just me. It's a big group of people, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
So we leave Montgomery Park for today,
Bye, you guys. Thank you.
knowing that the Summer Alive kids are happy and healthy and receiving care and attention that is good for them through July 25th. And that with more of your help, this program can continue to support children and families in Tri-Town for a long time. If you'd like to register a child or to volunteer your time, money, and extra produce from your garden for Summer Alive, get the details at summeralive.org. Or call Luanne Potter, Executive Director of Project Coffeehouse, at 570-546-7769. Or send correspondence to Project Coffeehouse, P.O. Box 42, Montgomery, PA. InTouch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us regarding questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays between 8 and 5, 570-323-8200. You can also write to us at 1685 4 Mile Drive, Williamsport, PA 17701, attention Freddi Hammer, or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. Thanks for listening to InTouch, a production of Backyard Broadcasting.